So hello there today. Today we are going to discuss a very important news which talks about the fact that what is the future of Manchester United managerial situation right now. So the Manchester United is according to the Eurosports news, you can check it out. It's a very trusted news source. There you can read the full article from their website eurosport.com. I'll be analyzing this article. But they're saying Manchester United is confident Leicester City's Brendan Rodgers will replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So in the current situation that we know Manchester United is almost in the seventh place in the table, and Arsenal and West Ham or Aston Villa, they are above Manchester United right now. And their hopes for playing in the Champions League also seems to be very vague. And superstars such as Ronaldo, Cavani, and even stars like Pogba, they are all in the mindset to leave Manchester United if the managers aren't replaced. Especially Ronaldo. Ronaldo has made a statement where he said them to hike his fees or he's leaving. So Ronaldo is definitely not happy with the performance of Manchester United. And the current manager, which is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is quite incompetent in this regard. He is extremely incompetent in terms of replacing the current replacing the previous legacy of Sir Alex Ferguson. He seems to be extremely incompetent. It doesn't look like he is the man suitable for this job. It doesn't seem like he's the one suitable for this job. He's slacking and he's lacking. He's lacking in motivation. He's lacking in every aspect of the job. He's just slacking. So with these things in mind, it's very important and it's very, critical that we now replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And there have been different newses from various sources around the internet which talk about the fact that, that Manchester United could be making, yes, a new secret contract with Brendan Rodgers about replacing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer very soon. And this is based on the fact that there are several players who are literally revolting. The players are literally revolting against, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They're literally now revolting. I mean, they don't want it anymore. They don't want this anymore. Okay. They're literally revolting against different aspects or different statements made by Solskjaer. So this is a very big, this is a very big issue. This is quite a difficult issue to tackle. Because right now the Manchester United is they're at crossroads. They're having some crossroads. They're at a balance. So that is quite a serious issue right now. That is definitely a severe issue right now. And what else football news do we have right now? Let's see. We have the news of Brendan Rodgers will definitely replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I mean, Brendan Rodgers seems to be the only option right now. The best option available because players like a coach like Conte was interested, but he's gone now, so Conte is no more an option. So Brendan Rodgers is available, Zidane is available, but Zidane is not, The report reveals a contract clause in Rodgers' deal with the Foxes, which would allow him to join a club competing in the Champions League. So the thing is, we all know that Rodgers does have a contract clause with Leicester City, but there is a clause in his contract which gives him the permission, to leave or to pass up his current job and to join another club. A contract clause reveals, Rodgers' deal with the Foxes, in which would allow him to join a club competing in the Champions League. So that clause would allow him in his clause. So we know Manchester United are playing in the Champions League. So a clause in Brendan Rodgers' agreement allows him to actually join a club that is competing for the Champions League right now. So for to all of those people who you are depressed and you feel sorry and you feel bad because of the fact that and you think that Manchester United is in a bad position, and I have a subscriber who was very sad I feel very bad for him because I'm also a very passionate football lover, just like you, brother. PES lover. He said, that he's feeling really bad. I feel bad as well about Manchester United. Bro, I feel really bad as well, and I want to tell you that Brendan Rodgers, it's very likely he will be the new coach, and they have signed a new contract in secret with him. And let me tell you one thing, it's because replacing a coach takes a lot of time and effort. Okay, takes a lot of time and effort, so it's very important that we have a coach, we have a coach who you can play with, or who can play for us, who we can trust, who can play for us. It's very important. We can't just randomly replace anybody. We can't just randomly bring anybody into the football, football fields, or to play for us. That's another issue right now. That's another issue. That's another postulate. And another news today is, that another news that we have today, as for you, is that that Barcelona is eyeing Edinson Cavani right now. Barcelona's transfer shortlist. He's one of the stars they're targeting. They're targeting Raheem Sterling, and they're targeting Edinson Cavani. So Edinson Cavani isn't happy right now with Manchester United's current performance, with their current position, with their current situation, and they want a new development. They want a development where they would have a new coach. Okay, that's what they're targeting right now. So that's what they're getting at right now. That's what they're targeting. That's what they're getting at right now. So this is also important, to target players and stuff that we know they're present. So, and another news about Henderson heading out of Old Trafford. So as we know that Manchester United has signed a long-term contract with his rivalry with the goalkeeper David De Gea. So it's very tough for Henderson to currently compete with David De Gea. De Gea is in excellent form. David De Gea's form is just phenomenal. David De Gea is in excellent form. Excellent form. David De Gea is one of the best forms right now. But he's one of the best goalkeepers the Premier League has produced. I mean, he's one of the things that has saved Manchester United. Is David De Gea, the excellent goalkeeper. Dean Henderson is also excellent. But the problem is when you have two excellent goalkeepers in one place, I mean, it's a recipe for disaster. I mean, who are you going to pick and who aren't you going to pick? But that's another thing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer needs to realize. I mean, you have to strike some balance. You can't have excellent players like Sancho and Van der Beek and make them sit on the bench. And if Brendan Rodgers comes along, Brendan Rodgers will definitely, he'll utilize players like Sancho and Van der Beek, and he'll utilize all of these things because he has past experience with teams like Liverpool, Leicester. He has pulled, and Ajax. He has pulled bad teams into the limelight. So what I want to say today is, it's quite a, it's please have some patience. Hold a little bit of patience. Very soon, Manchester United will have a new managers, and that is most likely going to be Brendan Rodgers because he is interested, and he's also a very big fan of Sir Alex Ferguson. He's a very big admirer, and he's always been wanting to to be a part of a legendary club as Manchester United. And look, we have some fantastic players. We have some fantastic players who, if we utilize our players, I mean, it's a very good possibility. We have got some of the best players in the world. We should be winning this. We should be winning winning the Champions League. We should be winning Old Trafford. We should be winning everything. You know, because we have some of the best players in the world, and instead we are struggling. So what does that say about us? What does that say about the fact that we are still struggling? What does that say? That says that we aren't preparing hard enough. That's what it says. So if we get a new manager, and listen, I know you want him out in a hurry. It's okay. But we have to find a suitable replacement. We can't just find anybody. For example, if we bring a manager who's not competent, then it will be, X, Y, or Z out again. That's not how things work. We need somebody who's, who's good, who will, make a difference, who knows what he's doing, who's strong, who's good, who knows what they're doing. We need somebody like that. So please don't get impatient. Have some patience. I know you love Manchester United. I love Manchester United as well. Big fan over here, from the time of Paul Scholes and Giggs. So I think that we should also consider, we should consider different approach. We should consider Ryan Giggs and even Paul Scholes or even Roy Keane. They will be great managers as well. I mean, Ole is great, but Ole needs some time. He needs to, retrain his strategy. Maybe, train some struggling clubs, know how to manage them, and gain that experience and then come back. But right now, I think Brendan Rodgers is very likely to replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer very, very soon because he has a clause in his contract which exempts him, which helps him to do so. So I'll be bringing more news, recent news ahead. Stay tuned, okay? And go United!